Okay, so this is weekend. This video is on the 4th of July 2026. And I just want to take everyone through what happened last week and just a heads up on something. As a trader, I've always said this. I think I love it when I'm a Forex trader than being a crypto trader. Why do I like it? Why do I prefer to be a Forex trader than to be a crypto trader? Being a Forex trader, I get to relax weekends because market has to force me to rest Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So I have a time for my family. I have a time to rest. I have a time to recalibrate myself, to relax, and to come back again. Okay, but in crypto, you trade 247, so you have no time for yourself. And more especially when you are an overtrader, when you are not profitable and you are overtrading, okay, it's going to make you to trade all the time, which is not good. So this is why I prefer being a Forex trader than being a crypto trader. Now, as a Forex trader, you should have days when you rest. Professional traders don't trade all the time, and that's one thing retail traders don't understand. Retail traders think that professional traders trade 247. That's what differentiates the professional traders and the retail traders. The retail traders trade every single hour. The retail traders want to trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If it's possible, give them Saturday and Sunday. No. That's not how the professional traders do. So when do you want to have fun with the profit you made? Are you here to make profit? Are you here to enjoy your life? Or you are here to give back everything you've made? No. So there should be a time when you rest. There should be a time when you trade. There should be days. And more especially, the weekend should be a time when you actually rest. Don't go to Bitcoin because you want to trade Bitcoin because Bitcoin is trading 247. You want to take a short trade you saw. No matter how short the trade is, take a time for yourself and rest. That's what being professional trader is all about. Okay, so this is ruleboy FX. If you are not yet following, make sure you are following. If you are not yet subscribed, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. So I just want to take everyone back on what happened last week. On this trade, we made 50 grand. That's between Wednesday and Thursday. We made 50 grand, which I waited for the market for the whole week. I wasn't doing nothing. I just needed that news that was coming, and I took 1,500 to 33k. Then came back again with 4k. Then took the 4k to 20k. So, but I want to show you guys a trick which I did that day. Okay, now before we go into that, you need to understand something. For those who trade gold is a market that understands human psychology. It understands human psychology, okay, very well. Now, this is the news hour right here. This was when the news started. Just right here was when the news started. Then boom, we shoot to the top side. So some people were like waiting for gold to keep going up. Remember, this is only one single candle on 5 minutes. Single 5 minutes candle. Okay, when gold trade, I told you guys something on my TikTok account. I say wait for 30 minutes before you can trade. More especially if you are a new trader, wait for 30 minutes. Now let's see the 30 minutes movement from this moment. Let's see how many candles we had, like from the 30 minutes hour. So this is how many minutes. Okay, just a moment. This is not giving me the best. Okay, I'm just going to start from 30 minutes candle right here. Okay, good. Now we have this. This is the 30 minutes movement. Okay, so first of all, you have your 30 minutes movement from here, right here to this stop. This is how you trade the news. Okay, this is how you trade the news. Market already gave you a direction on 30 minutes. Then you have your FVG. So when you have your FVG, what do you wait for? You wait for market to come into the FVG. This is exactly what we have here. So market came into the FVG. This is your trade for the top, for the upward move, because already you have a direction. You have a direction of where the market will go to. So the market already gave you a direction to the upside. You saw this, the break of structure right here. You saw this break of structure right here. Market broke structure, took this high, then boom, market came into an FVG. This is your entry for the rest of the day. You see why it's good to wait for news to play if you cannot actually catch the trade right from here or catch it right from here, because this is like a good entry. Okay, I took this short right into this level, then I was done for the day. I took it right into that level, then I was done for the day. Then I was like, okay, I was going to come back after the news. Once the news started, I was going to come back. Then I came back again. I just took a little trade. I wasn't over trading. I took a little trade. Do you understand? So wait for the news. You don't need to catch the news. Forget about what you're seeing on Instagram, what you're seeing on TikTok, what you're seeing on YouTube and on Facebook, people flipping account on News Hour. You don't need that. As someone who is starting a trade, who is starting to trade, you need to wait for the big deal, for the big thing, which is this. If this market dropped to the downside, you wait for it, you are definitely going to see an FVG. FVG is a short thing, you are going to see it, and wait for it to play in. Once your FVG plays in, then you take your trade. Look at this right here. If you had taken this long, just right here, if you have taken the second long, let's say you couldn't catch this, you took this one right here. This is like you're up 2%. You're up 2%. This is a lot. And your SL being right here, your SL can never be hit. This is a simple thing which, if retail traders are not patient enough to catch this, retail traders, that's what differentiates the retail traders and the professional traders. You need to be patient to trade the news. Don't be too eager. You want to catch everything. No, you don't need to catch everything. Allow the news to play. Allow the news to play. Once the news is done playing, you go in. You go in and you still make your money. We are here to make profit, and we are not here to prove anything to anybody. We are here to make profit. So I'm going to be dropping more tips on how I trade, okay? But my strategy is going to be my mentorship class. I'm going to give my strategy, my mentorship class, and you can see I only trade gold, NASDAQ, oil. This is my dollar, and this is my XAU and XAG. This is how I look into my chart. So I'm going to see you in the next video. If you are not following, make sure you are following. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. If you are on my TikTok, make sure you share, because when I open the mentorship class, only few people are going to know about it, and I'm going to be taking the first 100 to 200 people who are going to understand how I trade every day. So see you in the next one, guys.